All right, folks, how you doing today? All right, so today we're going to go over the Model 180 and 160. J. Stevens Arms and Tool. The Model 180 was the second hammerless produced in a single from the company. Okay. The Model 160 or number 160 wasn't a hammerless, it was a hammer gun. But as you can see, they're sister guns. They use the same forgings, okay? Same trigger guard, okay? This trigger guard was also used on several other singles that Stevens made, okay? As you can see, the roll stamps are the same. Oh, let's see, it's not gonna cooperate with me. There we go. They were first produced in 1903, early 1904. 1903 was the pre-order period, okay? Up until the last couple of years, it was pretty much thought that they were only available in 12, 16, and 20 gauge shotgun. About a year and a half ago, I guess, I was doing my research and came across a pre-order advertisement for the number 160. Now, the 160 in that advertisement was available in pre-order only in rifle calibers. It was available in 25-20, 32-40, 38-40, 44-40, and 303. I've never seen an advertisement for the 180 hammerless, but logic would suggest that if they were doing it for the 160 hammered trigger action gun, they were doing it for the 180, okay? Excuse me. Basically, everything is the same. It's just machined differently. This one, of course, has the top lever, okay? This is your cam here, your locking plate, your mainspring, your safety, trigger spring. Now, on the 160, it wasn't self-cocking, so you had a hammer up here so you wouldn't have a safety on it as you do up here, okay? Because you would manually cock it, so you don't really need a safety, okay? The Model 160 was also available in special order series, 165 and 170, with each model being an upgrade. Okay, this one it's a 160 series, but it's actually a model or number 170, as indicated by this screw hole here. And what they did, that actually connected to the fore-end, what Stevens called an auto ejector. It would connect to the fore-end iron and the ejector assembly, of course, which had a spring. I don't have any of the fore-ends available up here. Yeah, no, I don't right now. The Model 180, it also came in special order series 185, 190, and 195, with each progressing number or model having more features, such as a solid rib barrel, upgraded checkering, upgraded walnut, ivory sights, Delian edge fore end, and later on in this video we'll go over some of the differences in that. Okay, here's our barrel for our number 160. Remember, as I said, it was a hammer gun, so you're not going to see this catch right here, which would cock your receiver on the hammerless model here, okay? Now, both of these guns, like I said, are auto eject, okay? Both have the same radii here and here, but as you can see, what we call the hook here, it's a post hook. This one's a little bit different. Now, I will show you in this video. It's one thing about collecting Stevens is, even though this gun is the same time period as the gun I'll show you here in a bit, They have different hooks, okay? As I said, this would cock your internal hammer back on the 180 here. 160, of course, would have the manual hammer back here. Your trigger would be depressed once, it would fire. You would depress it all the way to the back, and the mechanism in here would allow it to hinge open. This model was not real well received for perceived safety issues. I guess the theory being recoil would push the hammer or the trigger back into one's finger and open up the action. I don't see that happening unless you're really trying to open up the action. And I could find no newspaper reports or anything like that, anything suggesting there was ever an accident involving this gun. But anyway, it wasn't well received. Like I said, it came out in late 1903 in pre-orders, hit the stores about early 1904, and lasted till about 1905 or so. The 180 also came out during the same time period, but lasted until around 1908, 1909, somewhere around in there. Of course, there's no Stevens company records. There was a fire long before people thought about, you know, them being collectibles and trying to trace the heritage and the provenance back to the company and find out when it was made and all that kind of stuff. People back then just didn't really care unless you were ordering, say, a Purdy or Holland, something like that. Now, ironically, the 180 series, and especially the special order 185 and 190 and 195, was actually competing with English best guns at the time, and the price was actually right around the same for the 195. There are no 190 or 195s existing, at least not to general collector knowledge. That's unfortunate. It's a beautiful gun. Of course, there aren't any pictures of it. There's only artist depictions in the catalog of the 195. There's no artist depiction of the 190 period. Not that I've ever found. Now, let's see. I'm gonna bring out standard forend for the Model 180. You can see it's hand checkered walnut. Your forend screw comes in through here into your forend iron here. Okay, you can see a little bit of the color case hardened finish. Both of these receivers were color case hardened from the factory. Had rust blue barrels. The trigger guards were color case hardened as well. Of course, you had a through bolt that went through the stock here. I'm sorry, I don't have those hooked up right now. Both of these guns are in the process of being restored at the moment. Let's bring out another one. Oops, sorry about that. Another 180 here. As you can see, this is hand checkered pretty nicely too. I do have a crack here, of course, I've got to take care of. All this will be restored. All the 180s came with the grip cap. As did the 170, number 170. Now the 160 did not come with a grip cap. It had a rounded, what they call a Prince William grip. Okay, now let me stop this and bring out something really special for you guys, okay? Hold on just a moment.